Hello, don't mind my hair and that. I just got back from work. I do like the night shift, so I just wanted to come on here before I forget. I did an art book. I read it. Well, I listened. Did I listen? No, I read it. Yes, sorry. I'm in the process of reading a couple of different ones. So, I read this one. It is Nothing Tastes as Good. It is by Luke Dumas, and I rated it a 4 out of a 5. It does have horror and cannibalism in there. It is the spice in there is like just like regular, but it is with two guys. So if you're not into that, you probably won't like it. Like they don't explain anything. It's just a relationship. So I don't see a problem with it. They don't go into detail, nothing. So there's nothing wrong with it. This is main character is Emmett, and it is book one. Hopefully, maybe they do a book two eventually. But any toxic triggers might be a diet, weight loss trial, obesity, maybe some bullying, some psychological, some cannibalism, depending on what your triggers actually are. So really, this book is about Emmett. He was little. He lived with his mom and stepdad, and he would bully him for eating because he was a little bit overweight. So it kind of led him into a bad habit of hiding somewhere or trying to hurry up and eat before someone sees him. His mom would just kind of be like, okay, eat your emotions. Here's all the food that you want. You want food, honey? Go ahead, take it. Um, so all throughout school he would be bullied, and he kind of ended up being a teacher and then was bullied again by like the students and that. So he was let go of this job, and he needed money, and he needed to lose some weight because obviously he is a big heavy man. So he goes and joins a trial. The trial he got accepted in, and he has to go and do some needles. Like they go give him like 2 needles a month or something, and he's starting to lose weight. He does social media, so he's blogging about it. He's saying how much he's losing. So from like what 400 or 300 pounds, he's like down to like 200, and then like 170 or something. So he's losing a lot of weight. But then he stopped taking it for a while, and then he blew right back up. And so some stuff goes on in between there that you have to read to find out. But he stopped taking the needle for a while. You will find out why and what happened. How come he's gaining weight and that. Um, but he can't remember some conversations. He can't remember what is happening, and they keep saying like it's needle. That's some of the side effects. And then he wakes up, and he doesn't need to use his CPAP machine and that. And he wakes up with blood on him, but it's not his blood, it's somebody else's. And he's like, why would I be waking up with different blood on me? Like, what is happening? He can't remember it either. And then all of a sudden, all the people that are being bullies to him seem to be disappearing, but he doesn't know why. And he's kind of like, hey, that person I talked to last, all of a sudden a coyote's going around with the dead arm and that. Like, what is happening? So he puts it together at the end, but it was a crazy like ending because I was not expecting that to happen to the ending. But then his stepdad seems to be involved throughout this trial and that as well. And then at the end of the book, he finds out like his stepdad is involved in it. And read it to see why his stepdad's involved. How did his stepdad know? How did they get him involved? What is going on with all these coyotes in town anyway? And what is happening to the people that are dying or that are just magically disappearing? Does he keep the weight off? Does he lose it? Does he do his social media on it? Like there are so many what ifs and what is going on. But I figure it was a really good book because it did describe a lot about obesity and that, like his kind of version of it. Like I was not expecting like half that stuff to be going on. Like, yes, I know people that are overweight, you get made fun of and that, but what it actually felt like to him. He was sad. He started sneaking around. He started eating real fast. Like all the things that was going on in his head, you gotta learn about. So like on my side, it's just, oh, I only see like people get made fun of, but I don't see what they actually are feeling. So that is involved in this book. So it was a nice eye opener, and just to mind your own anyway. So is it any of your business? And these people on social media are commenting on his stuff as well. So like it's kind of like the new age all put into this one story about like him and his weight loss and his weight journey, and then some cannibalism. So go ahead, read it. You will actually like this. I liked it. It was good. Nothing too gory, like no details on anything basically, but you got the hint what was going on. So it was good. 4 out of 5. Hello. So another art book that I read is called Finding Randy, and the author is Trevor Hightower. This one is a ARC review. So it is a story about this guy that's out of town, Randy, and he comes back into town, and his friends want to surprise him by going out into the woods to go and unbury their what is that? The time capsule. So they want to go and unbury it. But all of a sudden, Randy starts disappearing, and every time, like he disappeared right in front of like them. So they're like, "What the heck happened?" And they're blogging and video recording everything that's happening. So it's like a live blog thing. So they're blogging about it, and every time they go to search for Randy, they can't find him, and it seems like nobody else is looking for him. And they're like, "What is happening in this place?" So they go trying to find him, and it's just his little group of best friends and that. So every time they go and get closer to finding Randy, some bad things are starting to happen to them. So I think you guys have to read the rest of it because I don't want to give any the clues away. But this one actually was a 4 out of 5, and there is some triggers in this book though. So there is some violence, gore, suicidal ideation, and probably some more. Those are just the main ones. And yeah, go ahead, read it because it was pretty good. If you like the forest and Boogeyman in the forest, you will like this. It's kind of like one of those movies that you find like Over the Hills or The Hills Have Eyes or whatever those movies are. That's kind of what I think in my head when I'm thinking about this book. So go ahead, read it. You will like it.